Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Life Being Free Ministries, and currently I am in my camper van, and I've had a very interesting day, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And the topic I want to talk about is waiting for an answer. And it's funny because I happened to read it in one of this devotional books I've got, and it's kind of timely in a conversation I just had with a friend, which I won't go into all the details, but it's along the lines of where he's having difficulty in his workplace and someone who's um, being difficult with him, and he's kind of questioning like whether he should continue in this career path or do something new. So he's just saying he's praying, he's doing all the right things, and still not hearing back from God. And I can definitely relate because I'm in some sort of somewhat similar position where I've just recently left, you know, a job, and I'm waiting for God to open up some more doors. And yeah, I'm just kind of patiently waiting to see what happens. So it is a kind of a exciting time, but bit of an instability time as well. So I wanted to share this devotional, guys, with you because this very relates on this topic on waiting for God, on an answer from Him before we rush ahead and go through something ourselves, right? So if you got your Bible, let's jump into Psalms 13, and I'm gonna read it. So this is the King James version. So verse 1: How long wilt thou forget me, O Lord? Forever. How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? How long should I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? It totally reminds me of that conversation with my friend. Verse 3: Consider and hear me, O Lord, my God. Lighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemies say, I have prevailed against him, and those that trouble me rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in thy mercy. My heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. I will sing unto the Lord because he dealt bountifully with me. So yeah, I love there's this hits home what's going on right now with my friend, and also I'm sure many of you guys can relate where you see all these non-believers who given your life absolute hell, and they seem to be living in absolute, living in bliss. But um, we know that God's merciful, and at the end it says, like, we forget how many times God has actually answered our prayers. I don't really condone reading too many other Bible versions, but this devotion has a different kind of version. So on verse 5 and 6, this is from the MSG. I've never read this before, but it kind of reads a little bit easier to understand, if that makes sense. So it says, I've thrown myself headlong into your arms. I'm celebrating your rescue. I'm singing at the top of my lungs. I'm so full of answered prayers. And yeah, that's the thing. We just have to remember the answered prayers we've had in the past, and remember that God's faithful, that He will answer our prayers, even though we're still waiting patiently. So what I want to do now is just read out this little devotional memo or whatever it is from this book. So what it says is, as you know, there are consequences to waiting. When you ask God about something important and He doesn't answer right away, you'll not only struggle with your own doubts, but you may have to address the questions of others. They will want to know what your course of action will be and why you're allowing opportunities to pass by. You may not have any answers. In those times, it will be difficult to keep waiting, but do it anyway. Allowing God to answer will strengthen your faith. Be patient, friend. God will undoubtedly answer you in a way that will bring that sparkle back to your eyes. Count on it. I thought that was just a lovely little reading. So yeah, just don't get disheartened and feel the peer pressure from others thinking, that you're making a stupid mistake. I definitely feel sometimes that people may think of me like, why have I given up a good paying job to kind of do something totally different, and kind of like be a bit of a nomad at the moment. But I believe I'm just in a transition period, and I'm just waiting for God to open up some new doors. And it has a little prayer at the bottom here. It says, Lord, waiting is extremely difficult, but I will trust you. I know that you will never let me down and that your promises are sure. Amen. So that's my prayer for you guys, is keep waiting. Don't rush into things, because if we rush into things, that's when mistakes or bad things tend to happen. And today was quite interesting. I was walking down a waterfront, and I just happened to randomly start talking to this old lady, and I was ended up talking to her for like a good 45 minutes, an hour, and eventually I started talking about spiritual things and shared a bit of my testimony with her. And she's a bit of a new age beliefs, and but she definitely was talking about she was against the Catholicism, the Pope, that kind of thing. And I was explaining to her, yeah, that's not really real Christianity, things like that. It's not what the Bible teaches. But it just made me realize how privileged and honored we are to be having the Bible, having the truth, and having Jesus to pray to. Because this lady was 75 and she's still trying to figure things out and doesn't have that personal relationship with God yet. I felt really kind of my heart was sorrowful for her, so I really want to be praying for her. And I was encouraging her to read some things that I gave her. But yeah, just uh, this don't take this walk with God for granted. Even though we're waiting and we still get frustrated because this world teaches us instant gratification, that we know we just have to put our trust in God, because we know that He's the mega, the alpha, beginning for the end. So He knows exactly what He needs to put in our life to make sure that we get to heaven. That's the most important thing. It's not about those immediate gratifications, whether we want a new job or more money or a better relationship or anything like that. It's all about making sure we get into heaven and our character is fit for heaven. All right, guys, I will leave you on that note. It's an important message, and I just wanted to share it this evening. But yeah, share with this friends. I really appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done it already, and I will see you on the next video. God bless.